Lunia by Pentatonics. Yeah.
All right, go.
For this week's video, we took to Twitter and Instagram and asked you guys to send us in a bunch of questions, and we are going to do a Q&A. This shit is so funny. I edited us into like the JFK car.
It's like back. No.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to pull up the questions?
Okay. Yes. My lips are chapped. And it's like.
You go. Oh no.
I have a specific type of lip balm that I like, and I save all of the end ones when they get like this, and I eventually am going to melt them all together into one mighty Nivea.
First question.
Okay. How did you guys meet? Twitter.
Yeah. We met on Twitter. I saw her post a picture with like, she was in Old Navy shorts, hyping up Old Navy.
Yeah.
And your ass looked kind of fat. And I slid in the DM. Should I word that differently? It's authentic.
It is what it is.
I thought she was cute, and I DM'd her.
Yeah.
And what did I say?
I'm pretty sure you said, I'll give you $1 if you go on a date with me.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
Still haven't gotten the $1 though.
Oh, shit. I'll Venmo you after this.
It was a long date though.
We went to get mimosas.
At like 9 a.m. We hung out at your apartment, and then we went to the dog park with like one of your friends, and then we played video games with your roommate. It was dark when I went home.
Yeah. Next question is, how long were you guys friends before dating? So after that first date,
I think we hung out one time after that.
yeah, and I ruined it for a second.
No, that's not true. She told me that she didn't feel like she was ready for anything at the moment.
Which was true.
Which was true, and I also wasn't ready for something.
And then from there, we didn't talk for like a few months.
Not for that reason, though.
We just kind of just like fell out and didn't really talk. And then maybe 5 months later, we hung out as friends. And at that point, I was healthier. And I instantly was like, oh, I fucked up. But I enjoyed being your friend a lot.
Okay, what are your signs?
I'm a Taurus.
And I'm a Libra.
The next one is, who made the first move? This is really...
You, I guess, because you messaged me.
Yeah. We met and were interested in each other, and then we had like a second go of it. And I think the second time, you were the one that kind of made that move. One for each of us. So. 1 point for each of us.
Okay, the next question is, are y'all switches or question mark?
So we don't really like labels. I don't think either of us really label ourselves as top, bottom, or switch. But before we started dating, we wanted it to be known that we liked each other, but we didn't want to be too obvious about it. We both were talking about being stems, and then we were like, I just think that like two stems should be able to date each other if they want to. And then
like if they were just happen to be friends, it was two stems.
Yeah.
If they wanted to date, they could.
If they went on one date and both of them wear backwards hats and they're both sitting in my living room right now,
right,
they should be allowed to
date
each other
if they want.
Yeah. It was blatantly obvious we were talking about each other.
We were missing each other too.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Did you always have feelings?
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
Totally. You fucking bitch.
Next question is favorite traits about each other.
Favorite traits. Okay. I have mine.
What is yours?
Wouldn't you like to know?
My most favorite quality about you is that you kind of like light up every room that you enter. I think the attention goes to her often in rooms that we enter or like at parties or whatever. You're just like good fun energy. No matter what's going on in your life, you're always radiating positive energy.
So sweet. My favorite trait about you is that you are so aware of all aspects of something before making a decision about how you feel about it. And I admire that a lot about you. I think it's really cool. Once you've made a decision about something, it's because you've looked at all points of view about it and how it affects every party involved. And
thank you. Next question. Are we really in a simulation? We've come to the agreement at this point that we are not living in a simulation.
Well, yeah, I think there are times where like I teeter between like we're definitely in a simulation. The sky does not look real, but then there's also moments where like I'm outside and I just feel very present in nature, and it's like, okay, I'm existing here. When I question every single thing, I'm more open to like things that potentially would have been unfathomable.
Mm-hmm. So don't think we're crazy for potentially believing the simulation hypothesis. Look into it. It's interesting. There's a Google talk on it.
We were at the park. When we were talking about the simulation theory, there was this day that was like afternoon. We like went to the park, and like I was watching the simulation glitch. At the park. I was psyched out. Do you remember that? Yes. I was like looking at the tree. I was like, this is literally not a real tree. Like I was...
Lack of sleep was causing us to enter a state of, I believe, psychosis. And we were starting to like really see the simulation glitch. Oh, and then at the park I mentioned, okay, but if we are in a simulation, do you trust me? Like, do you believe like, I'm real?
And then as soon as she said that, I was like...
She was like backing away from me, like around a tree, and was just like staring.
I had to go for whatever reason, and driving home, I would like my eyes were just wide open, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Something to keep in mind if you're going to dive into these theories is to remember that it's all theory. Right. Like the second we're talking about the simulation hypothesis, we start to believe it just because we're passionate about every side of every argument. Mm-hmm. But then if we start talking about divinity or whatever, we're going to be just as passionate, and it's like we shouldn't get so caught up in one theory when there's other ones that are also compelling that go against that theory. Okay, next question.
Okay, what's your biggest goal individually and together?
I think the biggest goal for me is to feel truly happy. I am a fairly happy person, I think, but at the same time, we always say humans are addicted to suffering. So like to be truly happy and like feel completely fulfilled in all aspects of my life, like that would be amazing. Together,
answer correctly.
My goal with us would just be like healthiness, long term, good communication. We're just staring at each other. We're not even looking at the camera.
What?
What's yours?
What did you say? Okay, individually, my goal probably, I guess, just be able to, in every interaction that I have with another individual, being able to have entire control over my emotions. And I'm so close.
Yeah, you are.
Like, constantly be working on myself and then eventually get to a point where it's really just me existing and like no outside forces of any kind can affect me that greatly.
Yeah.
And that segues into my goal for us together. Okay, this is what I want to happen, and I know it's going to. That's why I'm like, yeah, this is why I'm so excited about it, though, because I know it's going to happen. As a couple, my ultimate goal is whatever it is that we have to deal with, whether it's like school or work or family stuff or whatever, like literally what anything is, I still always want to be able to give each other the space to do the growing that we individually want to. Mm-hmm. We're very capable of that.
Yeah.
But that's what I want.
And then last question.
Do you hover or do you bare ass it? Explain yourself.
I think in general
can I get
this question is asking about, like, in a scenario where there's no, like, seat cover to put down. Like a festival. Let's say we're at a music festival. Would you hover, or would you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna bare ass?
I think that is gonna depend on the level of, like, intoxication. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye!